Hi, my name's Anne. I'm a musician and I also teach musical instruments to anyone from 5 up to 70 plus. I was baptised at the age of 16 and I was brought up in a Christian family. I didn't question my faith until I was at secondary school, where evolution was taught. And although I studied RE, the way it was presented was to question everything that we read, and I started to do so. However, when I went up to music college, I still attended church, although I struggled to find one that I was happy with, really. And my priorities changed. I became quite a drinker. I was more interested in promoting the band that I was in and more interested in how I looked and getting known as a musician, and to some extent money too, I suppose, at some point. So although I was brought up in a Christian household, I did let my faith go for a while. When I was baptised at 16, looking back, it wasn't really done in a right mind, really. I was kind of pressured a little bit by people at the church. Friends of mine had been baptised, and it was kind of thought that it was my turn next, sort of thing. But I don't really consider that I was ready to be baptised then. It wasn't really until after I'd had my first child that I realised that I needed to come back to church, and that I wanted my children brought up knowing God. So I want to serve God. I want to be a good and faithful servant, as it says in the Bible. I have become more receptive to His word as I've got older, and I think about it pretty well all the time. Particularly on lockdown, that's given me a great opportunity to think about His word. It makes me think about my actions, and it is ongoing. The more I read and learn, the more those changes happen. And I think I do trust God now, whereas perhaps when I was younger I wasn't really aware of trusting God or putting my life in His hands. I always knew I was accountable for my actions, however, although there is a certain amount of, when you're young, sort of being a bit blasé about that. But now I'm absolutely convinced that He is the one sovereign God, that our sin is forgiven as long as we come to Him for forgiveness, and I put my life in His hands, because God gives you a peace you can't get from anything of this world, and He is in control. He is sovereign. He's 100% trustworthy, 100% faithful. His promises are always kept. How many people could you say are like that in your life?